Hello student, today we will study the topic inverse interpolation. What is the inverse interpolation? The process of finding the value of x for a certain value of y when a set of values of x and y is given is called the inverse interpolation. Means it is the process of finding the value of x instead of y when a set of points are given when the values of x are at unequal intervals. The values of x are at unequal intervals. Then to perform this process of inverse interpolation, we use Aitken's method by interchanging x by y and y by x. We follow the Aitken's method by interchanging x and y. So for unequal values of x, we adopt the Aitken's schemes, and for equally, and one more important thing is here that this inverse interpolation is meaningful only if the function is single valued in the interval. For equally spaced x values, we adopt another method for inverse interpolation, which is called the successive approximation. So this is new for us. Now let us discuss this method of successive approximation for inverse interpolation, which is for the equally spaced x values. So method of successive approximations. For this, we take the Newton's forward difference formula, which is the value of y at the point x, which is defined as x0 plus is given by this series yu equals to y0 plus u multiply with delta y0. This is the forward difference, and this is the first forward difference delta y0 plus u multiply with u minus 1 by 2 del square y0. Here del square y0 is the second forward difference plus u multiply with u minus 1 multiply with u minus 2 over 6 and multiply with del q y0. This del q y0 is the third forward difference. So we use this Newton's forward difference formula for the successive approximation for the inverse interpolation for equally spaced x values. So from this equation 1 of Newton's forward difference formula, we obtain the value u by rearranging this equation. From this terms, we calculate the value of u as, and the value of u is given by rearranging the equation first, given by equation 2. From this equation 2, we obtain first approximation to u by neglecting second and higher order differences. We neglect these differences to obtain the first approximation, and the obtained value of u by first approximation is named by u1. So u1 comes out to be u1 equals to 1 over delta y0 multiply with yu minus y0, or u1 equals to yu minus y0 over delta y0. So this is first approximation of to u is given by the equation 3. Now we take in account this value of u1 for the second approximation, and this second approximation is considered by taking the terms up to the second order differences, means up to taking the terms del square y0. So second approximation is given here, and the value of u given by the second approximation is represented by u2, and this comes out to be given by the equation 4. So we have taken account, we have considered the terms up to second difference del square y0. Similarly, we in the third approximation we take in account the value of u2 or value of u obtained by the second approximation, and considering the terms up to the third difference, means considering the terms up to del cube by 0. So we obtain the value of u3, and so on we obtain, and so on we obtain the value of u till two successive approximation to u agree with each other to the required accuracy. So let us obtain the value is u, which agree with the successive approximations and agree with the required accuracy. So after obtaining the value of u, the required value of x is given by this formula equation given by the equation 6, x equals to x0 plus uh. So substituting the obtained value of u in this formula, we obtain the required value of x. Now let us take an example of this method. Example is tabulate y equals to x cube for x equals to 2, 3, 4 and 5, and calculate the cube root of 10 correct to 3 decimal places. We have to find the value of x correct to 3 decimal places. Cube root of 10, as we can see from here, the given values of x equals to 2, 3, 4 and 5, these values of x are equally spaced, so we take the method of successive approximation for the inverse interpolation. Now we make a table which give the information about x, given values of x by, and the related forward differences, first forward difference, second forward difference and third forward difference. Here the given values of x are 2, 3, 4, 5, and the related values of y equals to x cube calculated, we have calculated from this formula. So At x equals to 2, the value of y is 8, and at x equals to 3, the value of y is 27, and at x equals to 4, the value of y is 64, and at x equals to 5, the value of y is 5q, which is equals to 125. And related forward differences: first forward difference, by subtracting 27 minus 8 equals to 19, this gives the del y0, and by subtracting 27 from the 64, we obtain this is correspond to delta y1, and subtracting 64 from the 125 gives 61, which is related to delta y2. Next, we calculate the second forward difference, which is represented by del square y here. So subtracting 19 from the 37, we obtain 18. This is related to the del square y0. And subtracting 37 from the 61, we obtain 24, which is related to the del square y1. Next, we calculate the third forward difference, del q. Subtracting 18 from the 24, we obtain 6. This is related to the del q y0. So we have calculated del square del q. Now we take in the formula we use the value of del y0, del square y0, and del q y0 in the formula. So here we can see, by u equals to 10, we have to determine the value of x related to the y equals to 10. So yu equals to 10, and y0 equals to 8, and delta y0 equals to 19, del square y0 equals to 18, and del q y0 equals to 6. Now first comes to the first approximation. The formula of the first approximation of u is given by the u1 equals to yu minus y0 over delta y0. Now substituting these values, we obtain u1 equals to 0.1. We have calculated it up to one place after the decimal, and u1 equals to 0.1. Next, we calculate the second approximation, u2, and use the formula of second approximation, in which we put the values and put the value of u1. We obtain the value of u2 equals to 0.15. Here we have calculated the value of u2 up to the two places after the decimal point. And next, we calculate the third approximation by taking into account the value of u2 and considering the terms up to the third forward difference. Now substituting all these values, we obtain, and solving these values, we obtain the u3 value is 0.1532. So obtained value of u3 is 0.1532. Now we use this calculated value of u3 again in this third approximation. Again we substitute this value in the similar formula u3. then we obtain the value of u4, which comes out to be 0.1541. 0.1541. Here we can see the value of u3, which was 0.1532. u3 equals to 0.1532, and the value of u4 does not agree up to the 3 decimal places. So we again calculate the value of u using third approximation and putting the value of u4 using the value of u4 in the third approximation, we again obtain the value of u5, which comes out to be 0.1543, and the value of u4 equals to 0.1541. So we can see from here that value of u4 and u5 agree up to the 3 decimal places, and the asked value of x was correct to 3 decimal places. So u5 value, u4 and u5 agree up to 3 decimal points. We therefore take u equals to 0.154, correct to 3 decimal places as asked in the question. So now using u equals to 0.154, hence putting this value of u in this formula, as we can see that the values of x were equally spaced by one interval. So h equals to 1 and u, calculated value of u equals to 0.154, and the initial value of x, which is represented by the x0, equals to 2. So substituting all these values in this expression, we obtain the value of x, that comes out to be x equals to 2.154. This value of x is related to the cube root of 10. So final answer is x equals to 2.154. Thank you.